Yeah, I don't want to play Rakdos at the moment with this, again, like, the most popular deck is main decking Sanctifier and Vac. And, Forge Tinder just seems like a really bad time for Rakdos. Okay, opponent's playing Lurrus, gonna keep this hand. We adjusted and play, they don't draw. Yes, they do. They draw when we cast Dress Down, and then in order to flip Thing in the Ice, we cast the Consider after the Dress Down dies. So the Sentinel has abilities again. I think I'll put that in the yard. I think we also go for the Thing in the Ice flip. If they play Eidolon, I'll counterspell it though. Being that hammer deck pretty consistent with Grixis Shadow. I don't know, man. Again, it's main decking Sanctifier and Forge Tinder. Like obviously you can beat it, but you don't have a good matchup. I don't know what to tell you. you don't have a good matchup. Maybe the Dress Downs make it like somewhat even, but the matchup is not favorable for you. Rakdos might wonder a copy of Explosives main. Yeah, maybe. I think that seems fine to me. So I think I actually ending the Swift Spear now. Because with the Suspended Rift Bolt, it's pretty scary here. It's kind of hard to block. The wedding's today. The wedding's wasn't yesterday. Well, Fiddlebender, no red or creature spells. I mean, you would probably have to main deck Dispatches. But yeah, it seems like a fine choice. They don't have 3 1-mana burn spells, do they? No, but they do have an Eidolon. So counterspell, target Lava Spike. Flip Thing in the Ice. They didn't respawn anything. It's pretty good for us. I'm at a nice and cozy 3 life. Okay, they really should have responded. They really should have responded to the bounce, I think. Running Rakdos submits a decent amount of treble decks. You run Explosives main. You have a good matchup against treble decks already. You should be fine. Opponent with the Deep Tank on my fetch land, huh? Opponent, please! I've got a race to win. I can't spend this 2 minutes on the Skullcrack. What am I gonna do? Answer questions from chat? Like, are we gonna be seeing any Mind Goblin decks today? Please, opponent, let me play the game. I can't answer these kind of questions. But also, what is Mind Goblin? Yeah, what is a Mind Goblin? Wait, Mind Goblin what? Okay, opponent is back. More purple 10 months? What fast food restaurant has the 4 for 4? Wendy's nuts, right? Kick W. Alright, so with them having 3 pain lands, I don't think they can beat Snap Counterspell here. If they play Eidolon first. Okay, we know the last card's just Eidolon. This is lethal. Blossoming Calms in. I think I'll play the 4th Thing in the Ice, but actually trim on Dress Down. I think just like casting Thing in the Ice is fine in this matchup. Murderous Cut's pretty good against Eidolon. I think I'll trim a Bauble and a Snapcaster as well. Yeah, opponent did throw really hard there. Yeah, if they responded with the Skullcrack, yeah, we talked about the line when it happened, but they messed up really bad by not responding. 4th Ending in. Yeah, we should probably play the 4th Ending. Let me cut a Deluge for that. Feels nice to have a couple of Blossoming Calms. Maybe. Well, Veto's like a fine card, but I have Drown and Counterspell. I don't think I need Veto. Alright, mulligan this hand, I think. Alright, let's keep this on 6. Not a stellar hand, but has some upside for sure. I like that this hand is at least relatively painless. It's a really good draw. Put with no turn 1 creatures, something I'm pretty happy to see. They also mulligan to 6. They bolt me into turn, yeah. Perfect. Yeah, let's get the Thing in the Ice down. I think I'm gonna use Archmage's Charm to counter this. You want to I think pretty aggressively counter burn spells in these kind of spots, and because of that, I think I want to use the most mana efficient line available to me. Exquisite Firecraft targeting Thing in the Ice. What can one do against such hate, huh? Jeez, Exquisite Firecraft is so scary. Well, I guess I have Blossoming Calm in the deck to maybe beat it. I haven't seen this card in a long time. The art on it I've always really liked. The art's really good there. Like, a lot of the fire spells are like big, crazy, pah. But this one's like a little more, you know, it's exquisite. And it is Firecraft. Why no Leland's sideboard? Because you're less likely to get them in opening hand. It's partially that, but it's also true that as a Yorion deck, your sideboard is like pretty. Why are they main phasing this Helix? They must have skewer. Your sideboard is like more heavily taxed because you're gonna be able to find those like impactful sideboard cards less often. So like you kind of like you need to up the count on your other sideboard cards so you can answer various forms of graveyard hate. You don't have room, I think. So I'm gonna counter this. I think I'm not fetching and going down to 6 for close to no reason. I'm just gonna hold up Counterspell here too, rather than replay Thing in the Ice. Did we draw all 4 counterspells? We did. As it should be. You should draw all 4 every game, I think. Good read on the skewer, Spike. Yeah, why does Lurrus have lifelink? I don't know. It's pretty relevant. Okay, we can keep this. Just like Hogak should have been. I mean, yeah, like Hogak probably should have been not hybrid. Hogak probably shouldn't have a trample. Hogak probably shouldn't. I think that also like maybe Hogak should have not been castable from hand. There was just like there was so much going on with Hogak that was wrong. Morning, Sanchez. I think making them instead of making a splashing deck dot colors with homogenizing, unlike where we are in different Lurrus decks, they're not different. Well, I don't know. I think that like it's just not that hard to splash like one. Oh, they're reanimator. Okay. It's not that hard to just put like an off-color shock land and splash for Lurrus, especially because Lurrus comes up in the late game. But it just I think would be a better design. It wouldn't. I don't think it would be a drastically different card with these changes. But I think the design would have been better. The reality is companions are just a little too restrictive, or they need to be more restrictive than they are. Yeah, seeing that the reanimator, I'm kind of down to hold the dress down for a little bit. Magical with the 17 months. Glad you're liking the stream. Is Urza not modern playable? No, Urza's playable. There's definitely a subset of players who are like grinding Urza decks. They discard Ending. So it kind of looks with the Fetid Heath. I have to imagine they're playing the Smallpox Reanimator variant. It's probably a good matchup. Should we play Cling over one Lantern? We could. I know I was playing Cling in like the Dimir version. I like Cling to Dust too. You could play Cling over Blossoming Column too. But like I like with Lurrus, I tend to prefer like to have Lantern. Like 3 Lantern is like I think 3 Lantern in a Lurrus deck gives you like a pretty good chance against Dredge. But I do genuinely think that cutting even 1 Lantern like significantly hurts your Dredge matchup. Not that Dredge is super popular, but I do think that is true. It's just something to consider. Yeah, mending, ending, huh? Okay. So they can maybe resolve something here.
Hello.
Thank you.
Would you like some bacon?
I'm okay.
Couldn't help myself. It's so good.
It is good, yeah. Okay, so I think my plan here is, assuming I don't draw anything, is I'm going to put Lurrus in my hand, and I can dress down in response to Archon. And then, I guess I was planning on looping dress down. I might still do that, but I could also just now Murderous Cut the Archon. Happy New Year, Archmage. How they build Teamer Rhinos in the meta? I've been messing around with it a little bit off stream, and I've come to the conclusion that I'm not sure. Hard deck to build right now. I've been messing around with like some Bant versions too. Messing around with a bunch of different stuff. Hard deck to build. Probably just take 5 for this turn. Lurrus looping dress down is just, this is just one of my favorite things to do. Thoughts on red black running Saga? Saga's unplayable with red black. It is like it makes your mana much worse, and like Saga is not good if you don't play red and 6 or a lot of artifacts. Like it's just not that powerful of a card. They discarded a persist. That actually surprises me a lot. What about Esper control player by Wafu? I haven't seen a super recent list. I saw that Harry MTG was playing some. Oh no, I can't. Murderous Cut. Can Murderous Cut before damage? But then that opens me up to another persist, so I think I just take it. Dang it. I haven't seen like a super updated list, I guess. Could maybe have held this for Thing in the Ice. I really do think they have another persist because they discarded one. That's really not a card I usually discard very aggressively. So now I guess we get to bounce the Archon. So I should bauble myself first. Keep that. Yeah, so we bounce the Archon. I guess they can go mending plus persist. And then we Murderous Cut it. Or we could find a counterspell off the Consider potentially. So they flashback one of the mendings now. Let's go to another mending and a Fetid Heath. We draw the Consider. I'm gonna do this. Oh, sorry. I thought that I would still get priority after the upkeep trigger resolved, but I guess I didn't have a stop, so I didn't get priority. But I'm gonna attempt to flip this Archon successfully. Snapcaster's a pretty good pickup, even if they do go mending plus third persist, which I think is pretty likely here. We do get to Murderous Cut, and then we have Snapcaster plus Drown Up for another. Ooh. Interesting. They did discard the Archon. So do they have to persist? They discarded a persist, so I really think it's likely. But that's not the end of the world. I get to discard the Scalding Tarn. I go down to 4. Then I've got Murderous Cut up. Did I bin the Snapcaster? No, I left it on top. Wait, did I bin the Snapcaster? I would have drawn it, yeah, sorry. Okay, I guess I did bin it. Obviously I didn't mean to. Fuck. Well, yeah, you're right, I would have drawn it. Well, it's embarrassing. Doesn't matter either way. Oh, that's true, it doesn't matter because I would have discarded it to the... Thoughtseize. Do they have the 4th persist? Unmarked Grave for right, so I have 1 turn to draw a counterspell. Wait, the Unmarked Grave for Unmarked Grave. That's okay, that's something I would do. Oh man. It's definitely something I would do. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they like... I do know that there are some Reanimator pilots who like, I'm not going to play Unmarked Grave. Unmarked Grave or Unburial Rites. Unburial Rites is not a playable modern card. But it's like, it's so important. I played 2 in my version of the Smallpox. This could have just been like a brain fart. It could have just been a brain fart, but there are some pilots that are just like, no thanks. But like Rites is even like really good in like the Esper version because you have Smallpox, you have Mending, like you have a lot of cards that make you discard, and so like having this like card to like, you know, that's good to discard is really important. Oh, thank you, Urborg. Okay, I think Archmage Charm Counterspell, I think. Is it worth not cracking? We survive 1 trigger from Archon. I don't think that that's that relevant. I'm just like, I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'll be able to stop Archon from entering the rest of the game, and I have a probably maybe I should have charmed in the turn there. I have a Memory Deluge in my yard that I want to flashback, so I need the mana. Possible Red's opponents have Reds left in the deck. No, I mean they haven't played Rites this game. It is possible that they just don't play Rites, but like it's not that they've already used it because we can see everything. Might actually play Blossoming Calm. You know, it does counter the discard, counters the Archon trigger. We'll see what I like. I need to cut these pushes. Ending does answer to Fairy, but maybe I'm just not that into it. Veto answers to Fairy too. I'll play one Blossoming Calm over like third dress down, I think. Do we need Thing in the Ice? We're really light on win conditions if we don't play Thing in the Ice. Our only win conditions are, at that point, Hall of the Storm Giants, Snapcaster, and Lurrus, which is maybe enough. But I don't usually like to trim too many Thing in the Ices because you can be too light on win cons. But you could probably trim one. What's your playing against Murktide? Well, we've got a Murderous Cut. Drown in Loch sometimes kills Murktide. Thing in the Ice flips Murktide. It's not so bad. But it's also maybe not so good, if you know what I mean. I guess I should play the Lantern out here, since it could be kind of tough if my opponent goes end of turn Mending. It's gonna be hard for me to hold up Counter Magic and Lantern sacrifice. Why do I prefer Calm over Dress Down? Calm counters their discard spells and like Dress Down, and they both stop an Archon trigger. Wow. They both stop at Archon trigger, right? But Calm also can deal with the discard spell, so it's a little more versatile. Obviously, Dress Down also goes with Thing in the Ice. I was playing two Dress Down, one Calm, but I think a split is good there. So that's at least the idea here. I'm gonna keep this. Last seen 7 days ago playing Dredge. Still playing Dredge. Okay. Well, Thing in the Ice does give us a chance against Dredge game 1. We've got 3 Soul Guide Lanterns in sideboard games, but we're on the draw here. Don't have an answer to this like looting effect. If we were on the play, like things would look better. They discard Dark Blast, Dark Blast. Okay. So they Dredge Dark Blast. They hit Gaze, Ox. Sorry, it's all happened so fast. Okay, just a Creepy Chill to Otherworldly Gaze and an Ox. Not the worst reunion I've ever seen. They have no dredgers in the yard, and they choose not to upkeep Otherworldly Gaze. 2 of their cards are Dark Blast. No, 3 of their cards are Dark Blast. Alright. Let's use a Drown here, because Ox of Agonis could potentially turn off Drown. Or at the very least, I'd want to counterspell the Ox. Alright, so hopefully they're out of like these reunion effects. I mean, if they're not, we've got more answers. Oh, and they only have one more Gemstone Mine counter. I think I'm going to flash in the Snapcaster Mage. Lionheart, thank you for the 3 months. I'm so sorry. I know I've missed some subs this weekend, but I got a janky setup. I hope you guys understand. Oh, I forgot about the stupid Dark Blasts. Wrong land plater, was it? No, I played the right land so I could hold up Drown. I didn't want to use my counterspell because of the Ox. I should have articulated that though. Yes, I do. If I missed your sub, I apologize. Oh, okay. We hit our land here, thankfully. Winning game 1 would be a really big deal. We've got like a very robust sideboard plan here. Having a hard time hitting lands, but so is my opponent, I guess. They discarded Prized Amalgam. Good Lurrus here. I have to discard 2 cards though. I think I'll just discard the ending. I really want my opponent to tap that Gemstone Mine for the last time. Yeah, they're definitely just trying to draw lands. I'm looking to find Thing in the Ice. Okay, I'll take Dress Down land, and then I think I'm just getting a tapped Fountain rather than casting the Consider. Okay, so we're just gonna set up for end of turn Dress Down, untap, Thing in the Ice. Hall of the Storm Giants is also pretty good. Okay, so they have double goal Prized Amalgam here. Thankfully, I'm getting to bounce these though. Otherwise, we'd be in for some trouble. Let me draw 2 first, I think. Never gone wrong drawing 2. Well, I guess now I have to use a drown to flip the thing in the ice. I guess that's not really an issue. I could use that to flip it. Let's do that. And then is there any... I guess waiting is good. Because, like, it's possible they'd cast a spell into my counterspell. It's possible that they would want to discard these. Nothing that this is very likely, I guess. Is White Splash really that important for the deck? I think so. I think it is. Like, it's just like, again, like, I feel like I lose so many games because I just can't deal with the resolve to Fairy or Wrenn and 6. And the White Splash really helps with, you know, exactly that. So, if you disagree, it's fine, but these are my thoughts. I like how patiently my opponent's playing. Thoughts on eliminate to play that role. The thing about eliminate is it kind of sucks. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, eliminate lets you be 2 colors. Eliminate is like a much worse card though than Prismatic Ending. So they've already used 3 Creeping Chill, so we can't die to Otherworldly Gaze here if I fetch. It's like, you play Eliminate against like the Ragavan decks, and it's so embarrassing, right? It's so embarrassing. You have Eliminate against the Ragavan decks, and it's like, you can't kill Murktide Regent, you're spending 2 mana to kill Ragavan. It's just the worst. Noxious Grasp also kills all the cards you're playing. Yeah, I mean, that's a sideboard card. Like, obviously there's, like, Noxious Grasp is, like, that sounds like a fine sideboard card for sure. But, like, I would be really interested in, like, these, like, the main deck ways to deal with these cards. And, like, am I going to devote to play 3 Noxious Grasp in the sideboard? That feels like way too much, you know? Alright, Blossoming Calm does not stop Creeping Chill, because why would it? Why would anything stop Creeping Chill? They play 2 pushes. Yeah, Baleful Mastery is not a playable modern card. Just splash white, Dimir players. Come on, guys. What are we talking about? The white splash is not that hard. You play it. It's very easy. I know that the mana base is a lot smoother and more aesthetically appealing. Just splash it. It's fine. So we've gone to 4. My opponent's also gone to 4. I was really looking for a lantern. I guess I'll keep this hand of Shockland Thing, Consider. Don't love it. They didn't play anything worth countering that turn. I think having access to a counterspell is kind of nice, though. But I just get to bauble them and see that they're not drawing a like reunion effect, and I get to get a thing in the ice down. They might have like a Zombie here. Stinkweed Imp. Does fly over my amalgam, I guess. It's a weird game. Regime, 19 months. Appreciate ya. Esper thing. Very cool. Very cool indeed. No! You will not resolve today, Narcomoeba. No chance. I'm just gonna hold up the Deluge / Counterspell. We could main phase, attack for 7. But then they just get to play their Imp. Kinda like to do an end of turn here. Yeah, I imagine they've got Nature's Claim or something like that in their hand to deal with my Graveyard Hate because they saw I was mulliganing low, right? Kind of a funny match so far. Countering Stinkweed Imp is kind of awkward. They tapped the wrong mine, I think. Should be fine. When I get thinking there's like the other week, the metagame has changed a lot in the last week. There's like the most popular deck in the format right now is a Hammer Time deck playing Sanctifier and Forge Tinder and College of Batterskull, which is, in my opinion, a very good environment for Thing in the Ice. My opponent is 4-0. Do you think the blue splash is better than the black splash? In Hammer Time, I don't think that the blue is fine, right? It's my opinion is that the blue is totally fine. But what is really strong, in my opinion, is Cauldra. Cauldra and, like, Blacksmith Skill are, like, nutty cards. Mana League is fine, whatever, like very much a flex spot. The pro-red creatures, Skydiver, these are all flex spots. Like the blue splash is good right now because Skydiver is good in the mirror. The mirror is really popular. But Rustvale Bridge. My opponent's 4-0 with a Rustvale Bridge. Are they playing the land destruction deck? But yeah, it's like, man, Cauldron is just fucking nuts in Hammer. At least against the interactive decks. It's just like, you used to be able to play, like people, I'm like just like so used to playing against the older Hammer Time lists because they were so similar for so long. We are playing against land destruction, wow. They're 4-0. I think I have to cast Consider. Graveyard that. They don't usually play Blood Moon. So I probably could have just played the Shores, to be honest. I don't play this though. Yeah, an Ice 9 Disciple. What was I saying? Yeah, it's just like you used to be able to ignore Stoneforge Mystic, and now it's like Stoneforge is a must kill. Just such a powerful dynamic. Sorry, this chair doesn't lock in place, but it is pretty comfy. Okay, they're playing Liquid Metal Torque, so they got some main deck Karns over there, huh? Yeah, it could be Shenanigans too. It's a good draw. I think I'm gonna spend 3 mana to counter this. I think mana efficiency is pretty important here. A little too far away from flipping the Thing in the Ice too. Fury, Pitch of Braid. Okay, bummer. But they do only have 2 cards in their hand at least. They don't have that much pressure. Good pending a token. I'm just going to pass for this turn. Yeah. I'm on board. I got it. I've seen the Torque attack before. I have Prismatic Endings. I don't need to counter this. Ate my first time playing against red-white liquid metal Torque, huh? Seems a little bit flooded. If I draw a land, I could get Lurrus in my hand and hold up Counterspell. Could also ending the Torque this turn, but I'm a little bit concerned about my life total. I don't think I think one Counterspell should also like hold down the fort pretty well. Morning, Master Mike. Notably, they might have removal in their hand. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna wait for a turn, and then also like if I can find one more land, I get to get Icewing back at least. Hopefully we don't get double bolted out of this game. Be a pretty sad way to go. Although now if I shock in this land, I am getting single bolted out of the game. I have no fear. I've got Counterspell for bolts, you know, they'd have to have 2. Yeah, and I did feel like this, like an Abrade on my Lurrus was pretty likely. So I wanted to make sure I got the thing in the ice down. Yeah, I could have another Fury too, but we could counter that pretty easy. I bet they don't play that much burn. They probably have some though. I guess Drown's probably better than Counterspell at this point. 1 card in their hand. Hopefully it's nothing. Okay, it seems to be nothing. And getting to know their top card is really valuable. Some Big Canyon, so I guess we don't actually get to know their top card, huh? It's a great draw. So my opponent could Seasoned Pyromancer. Oh, they could Summit Canyon and Seasoned Pyromancer. I don't think they've been sandbagging a burn spell, though. Because we knew they just drew this, so I'm not going to play around it. Yeah, I think we go for the flip. I don't think we're going to die to these tokens. Famous last words, maybe. Okay, I did graveyard that, but it ended up back in the hand, huh? If we beat up our opponent and destroy their trophy hubs with Boros Liquid Cutting, are we the bad guys? We've always been the bad guys. Always have been. I mean, this doesn't do anything. I can just drown it later. If they have Flame Slash, I guess I can counter the Flame Slash. Because if they have Bolt, they're Bolt. Yeah, I mean, I guess it has to be a Flame Slash, actually. This is 6 mana to activate, so 3. I don't think I need to hold the drown up right now, right? Well, no, I guess if I want to kill them, I need to go. I need to drown the Fury end of turn. There's just like, I don't think they have a bolt. I don't think I'm supposed to play around it. Just doesn't make much sense for them to have it. My opponents hit me with the well played, maybe the sneaky well played. Bolt you! Bolt you! Probably not. Though I'm kind of manifesting it, huh? I was gonna redeem, become a mob, instead did 100 deck text, I'll get my point spot. Want to bring that attention. I did the deck text for you off stream. What? Stop! No! Oh, they're just fucking with me. Stop. Why would you do that to me, opponent? Yeah, Dress Down's gonna use their Seasoned Pyromancers. Imagine they don't have too much to push. Pending. I could play one ending. Cancel Torque. Maybe I want like 2. 2 seems like a good number. Murderous Cut kills Fury, which is kind of nice, but I also have Drown for Fury. Let's do this, I guess. One says, "Hope I scared you with the red mana." They did. I remember I wanted to try a Torque deck after Image 2. It was one of the things I just never got around to. Gonna keep the Sam. Valakut Awakening. I think I'm really unlikely to fetch because I open myself up to like a boom bust here. So Esper, not just guy. Yeah, congratulations. You've read the title. Alright, looks like they're digging for lands. They missed. Pretty painful. Fetch shock, fetch shock. Land. Uh-oh. Alright, we're both stumbling. They found a land. It's a Plains. They Fury pitching Pillage, so they can't cast the Pillage. Do they have a good follow-up? They don't. I've still missed my land drop, unfortunately, but I get, some counter magic up at least. Do they find land number 4? They do not. And I get to end of turn, Dress Down. Get another thing in the ice down. Can I please draw a land? Thank you, deck. Thank you. I'll only ask for a few more. Alright, tap land. They could have another Fury. If they pitch Fury, it's it's not that big a deal. They go down to 4 cards. Pitching another Pillage. We are A-okay, just taking these 2-for-1s, if that's their whole turn. Okay, good. Snap Consider. Although I think I'm going to need to start countering Planeswalkers this turn. Maybe Pillages. As soon as I hit this 4th... If I hit like an untapped 4th land here, oh, perfect. Let's go. I think I snap Veto. Gonna be a lot of vetoes this game, I think. Oh, so the wedding is today, actually. It's in like 2 hours I've got to hit the stream to do wedding stuff. Fuck. Are you kidding? Not like this. My thing in the ices are down too. So I get for talking trash on this card all the time. It's a +2. I just ignore them. Attack them to 14. Lurrus in hands. Lurrus forces a minus. Could go Lurrus. Thing in the ice. Then we'll attack them with this turn. Yeah, I agree that Hall's our game plan. I think we could possibly raise. So we take 2, 10, fetch down to 9, fetch down to 8, take 3. It's gonna be really close. Yeah, so this turn we go Lurrus, Thing in the Ice, I think. Well, so if we go Lurrus, Thing in the Ice, they have -3. I get to keep my Thing in the Ice alive. But then they get to resolve a spell. And I'm probably just better off activating Hall of the Storm Giants anyways. Or I wonder if I could get, if I get Thing in the Ice, can I flip it next turn? Yeah, instead spend my turn next turn flipping Thing in the Ice. And then Hall. I think that that's fine, the ability to go for this. I think we're somewhat likely to be able to flip with like the Deluge Charm. Maybe not though. And even if they, let's see what their other card is, Nahiri. Okay, discarding Emrakul the Aeon's Torn, shuffle. They drew a spell. That spell is... looks like Boom Bust. So they get to kill my Hall. Or, you know, they get to kill something. Yeah, they kill my Hall. Dang it. It's frustrating. So I take 2 down to 7. Snapcaster. So I kind of have to send Snapcaster at this turn too. Alright, let's pass back. I get, so if I fetch down to 6, take 3, take 3. If I don't fetch, take 2, take 3. Or take 3, take 4. Yeah, I'm dead in 2 turns. I think I'm just dead. I'll have counter magic. We cast Bauble instead of casting Thing in the Ice. I think we would have a better chance to close the game, attack a Hall. Maybe. Yeah, if we tap up for Hall, they just kill it the next turn. Yeah. Like we would counter Nahiri, and then they would kill our. They would just draw the land, kill our Hall. It's not really that that different. Okay, so they're killing my Thing in the Ice with the big minus here. I think I'm gonna Deluge. If we find Dress Down, we get to beat Emrakul, right? Or wait, return it to your hand. I think it should return to hand. But I don't know that it is actually going to, you know. Yeah, but with Lurrus dead, I can't gain any life. I don't think I can possibly kill them. Yeah, let's just go to next game. We're done. We did get to see a bit more of their deck. I think I'm gonna cut the second ending, play the 4th Dress Down, click submit. Fuck. Find him. Freaking Chandra Awakened Inferno, man. Chandra's like so, it's like so specifically good against like the Dimir control decks like this. But it is not. It's like much worse against like the white decks because they have like Solitude to race and gain life. It's so frustrating. Well, missing lands against this deck also sucks. They have the answer for the thing again. Pitching a Braid. Spyro, discarding Karn, Wormcoil Engine. I have another thing in the ice. So like, if I was gonna draw a spell, I guess I want it to be this one. I really need to draw. I really need to draw like 2 lands so I can play Thing in the Ice with Counterspell up. I don't know if I have that luxury though of trying to do that. They're not playing anything. I think I need to cycle the Dress Down. So stressful, man. This deck looks like too fair. Of course, we come in, see my deck stumbling, get awake, Chandra Awakened Inferno. Spike, I think this deck's a little too fair. What do you think, huh? I think this deck might be too fair. I don't know what that means, but I see that you're having a rough couple games, so I think it might be too fair. What does that even mean? I think letting them, like, flipping thing now, letting them replay their Spyro is kind of bad. I think I'm going to pass. Yes, yeah. Spike, you missed all your 3rd land drops? I think that's a little too fair, huh? Here he does go to 8, though. They could have a Braid here, but I just lose if they have a Braid. I should take 4. I think I try to be mana efficient here. It's like my options are play Murderous Cut or Spell Pierce. Murderous Cut could be 1 mana down the line. They have double a Braid. Fuck. Golly. This is... and now the land comes. Just a bit too late, huh? Dead the Mama Emrakul. I guess they could draw it for turn, but... still pretty dead to it. Deck was ultimately a little too fair, I think, huh? Alright, let's see. I've got like an hour 40 minutes left. Let me just run it back.